So this picture showing the medical complication of obesity. First one is pulmonary disease. There may be abnormal function of the lungs, obstructive sleep apnea, and second, it may affect the liver and may causes non-alcoholic fatty liver disease like steatosis, steatohepatitis, or final stage cirrhosis. It may lead to gallbladder disease and stone formation. Gynecological abnormalities include the abnormal menses, infertility, and polycystic ovarian syndrome. It may have effect on bone and may lead to osteoarthritis. There may be changes in skin, and there is venous stasis known as phlebitis. Obesity is associated with different increased prevalence of different types of cancer like breast, uterus, cervix, colon, esophagus, pancreas, kidney, and prostate. And in severe cases, it may lead to severe pancreatitis. In coronary artery disease, cataract, in eye it affect the eyelids and may lead to formation of cataracts. In brain, it is responsible for the stroke and the idiopathic intracranial hypertension. So these are the medical complications of obesity. Now come to the metabolic and endocrinal consequences. In general, these are the complications, but the main endocrinal changes associated with obesity are: first, increased cortisol production. There is increase in cortisol production. And second, there is insulin resistance. Third, decreased sex hormone binding globulin in women. Decreased testosterone level in men, and decreased growth hormone production, and decreased progesterone level in women. So these are the main endocrinal changes that are associated with obesity. First, come to increased cortisol production, and this increased cortisol production leads to various effects on the body. Here shown in this picture, there is increased blood sugar, increased blood pressure, decreased serotonin level, there is suppression of immune system, and decreased sensitivity to pain, and increased cortisol production may lead to heightened memory and attention. So main here we concern with the increased blood sugar level and increase in blood pressure. This lead to hypertension, and this may lead to diabetes mellitus. And second comes the insulin resistance. Insulin resistance. So what is insulin resistance? The function of insulin has already been told in my endocrine pancreas classes. So here is the definition. Come to the definition. The term insulin resistance means resistance is defined as resistance, that is, the resistance to the effect of insulin on glucose uptake, metabolism, and its storage. And the insulin resistance in obesity is manifested by decreased insulin stimulated glucose transport and metabolism in adipocytes and skeletal muscles, and this may impair this is by the impaired suppression of hepatic glucose output. So insulin is the critical regulator of virtually all the aspects of adipocyte biology. Third one, there is decreased sex hormone binding globulin in women, and this may result in decreased rate of fertility. And when there is decreased testosterone level in men, this is also associated with decreased fertility rate. Fifth one is decreased growth hormone production. Sixth is decreased progesterone level. So this decrease in progesterone level is associated with irregular menses and frequent anovulatory cycle in women. So there is different endocrinal changes associated with obesity. So the endocrinal changes are associated with hypothalamic pituitary gonadal thyroid growth hormones and adrenal axis. Disturbance in these axes lead to these different types of manifestations related to obesity. Second one is metabolic consequences. What are the metabolic abnormalities associated with obesity? First, we all know about the diabetes mellitus is the most important, that is diabetes type 2 is mostly associated with obesity. Second was dyslipidemia, and third liver diseases, that is non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, and these non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, steatosis, steatohepatitis and cirrhosis. So first come diabetes mellitus. The risk of type 2 diabetes mellitus increases with the degree and duration of overweight. So type 2 diabetes mellitus is directly related to obesity. सब डिटेल्स पढ़ाया गया है डायबिटीज़ के बारे में इंडोक्राइन पेनक्रियाज में. सो कम टू सेकेंड इज डिसलिपिडीमिया. व्हाट इज डिसलिपिडीमिया? डिसलिपिडीमिया means defined as abnormal concentration of lipids or lipoproteins in the blood. The lipids and lipoprotein concentration is abnormally increased. So there is different types of lipoproteins present in our body, like HDL, high density lipoprotein, low density lipoprotein, very low density lipoprotein, triglycerides and cholesterol. So there is abnormal concentration of these lipids, and the obesity is associated with increased basal lipolysis in adipose tissue, and there is elevated circulating free fatty acids. Third one is liver disease. There are fatty changes in liver that are non-alcoholic, that is non-dependent on alcohol intake. These changes are directly related to obesity, and the main here is steatosis, steatohepatitis and cirrhosis. So come to steatosis. What is steatosis? Steatosis means the inflammation of liver cell with fat, that is the fat cells accumulated in the liver, and this is associated with disturbance of the metabolism, and the liver become loaded with fat cells, that is known as fatty liver, and this condition is reversible condition, that is steatosis. When the person takes healthy diet and increase their physical activity, this condition may be reversed. Second comes the steatohepatitis. What is steatohepatitis? This is the type of fatty liver disease, and it is characterized by inflammation. Hepatitis means inflammation of liver cells. Inflammation of the livers with concurrent fat accumulation in the liver. That is, steatosis may lead to steatohepatitis. That means there is accumulation of fat cell with the accumulation of fat in liver cells plus inflammation of the liver cells. Both are associated in steatohepatitis. And final, the cirrhosis. Cirrhosis is the very serious condition. Cirrhosis is the chronic condition. Chronic liver damage leads to a scarring and fibrosis, and there is damage of liver cell. In late stage, finally the fibrosis occurs, and this leads to poor liver function. So, cirrhosis has poor prognosis, and generally it is not reversible because there is fibrosis and the scarring occur in liver cell. So, in our body, the fat cells that are concerned with energy homeostasis, glucose and lipid metabolism, vascular homeostasis, immune response and reproductive response. So, when there is enlargement of adipose mass, there is pleiotropic effect on endocrine and metabolic events at whole body level and may contribute to the pathogenesis and its complication related to the obesity. So, obesity is very increasing nowadays. The prevalence of obesity is increasing nowadays, and we should concern about this pathological condition that can be prevented by lifestyle changes, increased physical activity and healthy diet, exercise, doing yogas. These can ये सब करने से ओबेसिटी से हम लोग बच सकते हैं. So this is all about obesity and its related consequences. So in last, I want to say you all that stay fit, healthy